Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a heroic chainsword build for the Assault class in patch 10.3 of Space Marine 2. Now, the heroic chainsword was initially the worst chainsword and heroic weapon in the game when it came out. It was worse than all the relic versions at like 1+ speed. It was terrible, but they did buff up the perk effect and the speed to 4+, and now it is pretty damn strong. Not as good as the block chainsword, but still pretty good. Now, the heroic perk effect here is called Fist Fight. You perform an additional heavy attack after a quick punch. Also, a front kick is replaced with a quick punch, and all heavy attacks deal 15% more damage. Basically, you just punch guys over and over with this weapon. Pretty damn strong for that, pretty fun to use, though I will say at times it can like lock you out of a secondary heavy attack. That's not too bad. It's like a whole issue with the full throttle currently. There's a bit of a downside, but you know, it is how it is. Now, for the perk tree here, I do pick up Perpetual Strength first. Melee damage increases by 5%, moving here into the perk Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health, applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, Stomp. Now, this perk is actually even better on this weapon because pretty much all you do is spam heavy attacks on this version, so pretty strong for that. This is already like one of the best perks in the entire tree for Chainsword anyways, one of the best CHP recovery perks for any melee weapon. Now, the next two perks here, Perpetual Strength for a 10% melee damage increase, and the next perk here is, once again, Reverberating Impact. Stomp area effect radius increases by 50%. This perk is pretty damn incredible. A 50% increase to your stomp radius, especially on this weapon, is quite strong, because this weapon can go from a light combo into a punch into a stomp, basically, so you can like skip one of the steps, kind of like the full throttle skip, but a little bit different, so pretty useful for that. Next perk here is Combined Onslaught, which doesn't do a ton for us. We have to pick this one up to go down here into the perk Heavy Onslaught. Heavy attacks to do a further 15% more damage, and the final two perks here, or say final three, are Minora Slayer, Extremis Slayer, and Momentum Gain. Now, Momentum Gain is not very good on this weapon at all, but unfortunately, the perk up here, Trampling Stride, after performing a stomp, hold the attack button to perform an additional stomp. This does not do a lot whatsoever. Trampling Stride really is like completely bugged at the moment, so it doesn't do anything for this weapon. Now, one day they may fix that, but for now I would not pick this up at all, though, you know, if you want to take this later, like in a future patch where it's all fixed, definitely can. I do think this would be better than the perk here, but for now it does nothing. Now, for the secondary here, I do take the Heavy Bolt Pistol on the Ammo Reserve option. Heavy Bolt Pistol has the highest single target gun strike damage in the entire game, and on top of that, its headshot damage is quite high. Today we will be building into Auxiliary Arsenal and Practice Aim for a 35% range damage increase, on top of Ample Ammunition for an 85% damage increase at times, on top of the fact that this weapon in general is just really good for Zoanthropes and Neurothropes and has a great ammo economy, and ammo economy is something the Assault class really struggles with. Now, for the perk tree, let's go all the way down the bottom tree to mainly pick up perks like Death Strike. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy in melee combat, you deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. 25% bonus damage for 10 seconds is a pretty chunky damage increase for very long uptime, and Majoris enemies are, you know, they're pretty plentiful, so getting this kill is quite easy. And also, I will say, you can just execute a guy to trigger this as well. You just have to like kill them with a melee weapon, so keep that in mind. Now, the next perk here, Able Damage. After using class ability, damage increases by 20% for 10 seconds. The Assault is using its class ability all the time here with Zealous Blow. A ground pound kill restores jump packs charged by 10%. You will cycle back into this perk endlessly, so really strong option for us. And the next three perks here are Home Precision up here with Gunstrike Reload, and of course Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage, non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. Unfortunately, in Space Marine 2, headshot damage is literally all that matters for any of the bolt weapons. Body shot damage is garbage, so pretty much always pick this up. That's pretty much all there is for the weapons here. Now, for the perk tree, I do pick up Armor Reinforcement first. Non-finisher gun strikes restore one armor segment. This is not a gun strike build necessarily, but we do have a balanced weapon, so gun strikes are far more plentiful, so kind of a no-brainer here. And also, this perk is just way better than the other options. Wind Fury is pretty garbage on this, and the perk here, Overcharge, is bugged on the Assault currently and doesn't do any damage or any bonus damage outside the Thunderhammer, so unfortunate, that's just the way it is. Next perk here is Auxiliary Arsenal. Secondary weapons damage increases by 20%. I really like taking this with Practice Aim on a Heavy Bolt Pistol for Tyranids. It helps out a ton with Zoanthropes and Neurothropes. Really powerful option, really helps out versus the bosses, especially because sometimes, you know, Zoanthropes during a boss fight By yourself especially, it will just kill you, so having this give you that extra damage really does help a lot. Now, next perk here is a little different. I did take active attrition. Enemies hit by melee attacks take 15% more damage for 3 seconds. This is actually pretty good with the heroic chainsword, I feel. It really helps buff up your heavy attack damage against bosses and stuff like the Carnifex. It also buffs up your gun strike damage, so pretty good combo here. Now, if you want to take knowledge of the enemy, you definitely can, but both of these are pretty good. Next perk here is Strategic Strikes. All of your squad members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies. 20% melee damage buffs against the bosses and the Extremis helps a ton with your ground pound. Now, unfortunately, the perk over here, Diligence, is bugged and not function with Adrenaline Surge charges whatsoever, but the perk up here, Pride and Duty, works just fine with them. Now, this doesn't matter too much for this build because we don't have a block weapon. I just wanted to mention that because some people do ask me this before, or excuse me, they ask me this all the time, like, does my charge do anything? Your charge does not help your ground pound at all if you're not taking Diligence, and if you're taking Pride and Duty, just go up and land immediately because there's no reason not to. Next perk here is Smiting Angel. Ground pound's damage increases by 25%, so we get more triggers off of our Zealous Blow here. And Zealous Blow, a ground pound kill restores jump packs charge by 10%. This perk is simply incredible. The amount of CDR you get off of this is absurd. You will cycle back into hordes over and over and over again. Really powerful option. By far the best perk in this whole column here, and I love it quite a bit. Next perk here is Pride and Duty. After a finisher, ground pound deals 25% more damage for 10 seconds. This perk, like I said before, very easy to trigger. 25% buff on your finishers. On your ground pound is very strong, and this combined over here with Smiting Angel really helps you get the procs for your Zealous Blow, because sometimes my Norris will just survive, and this makes sure that doesn't happen. Now, next perk here is Ammo Ammunition. Any use of jump pack reloads the equipped ranged weapon, increases its damage by 50% for 10 seconds. This perk is actually underrated. There are a lot of times where you'll land on a Majoris and not instantly kill them with Pride and Duty and Smiting Angel, and you'll simply have to shoot them a few times unless you do that. That's why I prefer this one here. Now, you could take Commitment if you want Wings of Flame, but I don't think that's really worth it. Now, for the Prestige perk tree, I do take Unyielding Oath first. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable for 3 seconds. This perk is incredible. The amount of times this will save your life versus Zoanthropes, Neurothrope waves, and stuff like that is honestly uncountable. It's just ridiculous how powerful this perk is. There was a time where this perk was bugged, but it is no longer, because in the PTS, it would sometimes like crash out and just not work properly, but now it does not. It works just fine all the time. Next perk here is Adrenaline Boost. After a perfect time parry, block, or dodge, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. No knockback is good on any build for this class whatsoever, but this one in particular is amazing. Really helps out a ton for the heroic chainsword, so I do pick this up all the time. Next perk here is Fortitude. Health increases by 15%. And the next perk is, of course, Practice Aim for that 15% bonus range damage for a 35% range damage increase. That's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. It's a little bit different from the last one we did. We did take Active Attrition. We did move over to the Heavy Bolt Pistol. Previously, I used an Inferno Pistol on this, but to be honest, I think it's just better for Tyranids on the Assault class, especially because he has all this bonus range damage you can take advantage of, and hopefully this guide helped. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, take it easy. Bye.
I am the righteous Lord. Xenos hungers for satiate, but the Imperials indulge. Jump pack refuel. Xenos have unleashed their ferocity. That pitiful Xenos was but a horror. Commencing reload.
Damn. Thank you, conveniently placed barrel. You know, when they're red, guys. Oh, look, another one.
Avenging angel at your disposal.
Oh, another one.
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its carcass. ready. I am the righteous storm.
This shit hard, guys.
The Xenos infestation
Not really, though.
is stemmed.
Not yet.
Purge the alien scourge. Won't reload. Avenging angel at your disposal. That pitiful Xenos was but a horrid part.
Running out to punch him in the face. Okay. Oh, that's satisfying.
Jump pack refuel. Rapid or no. Rat downgrade. Reloading magazine. Imperial thunder release. Commencing reload. Avenging angel at your disposal. Busy. The rumble of your own grave. Xenos hunger is incinerated, but the Imperium is indomitable. I'm airborne ready. We have cleansed the Xenos state. Replenishing firepower. Turning cactus cycle. The Xenos infestation is stemmed for now.
That was a little spicy when the Raveners showed up, but that's okay. It all works out in the end.
Avenging angel at your disposal. I am the righteous storm. Commencing reload.
Talon in the book saw Horus, so I assume he's old. Kill Talon again.
We as an angel of death. Another alien falls to the Imperium's
Do you increase damage when you charge longer mid areas in the jump pack? Not without a perk.
Running out of time.
Not without diligence.
How close are you to the Promethean facility?
We have been blessed with a swift arrival.
You are making good time. We are going to need it.
Alright.
Here the sacrifice of the many will be avenged.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Promethean well. Cautiously. If you know what is good for you.
Blazing Blitz says there's a perk that boosts the charge time of itself. Boosts the charge time of it and does more damage, but I'm not sure if immediately dashing down with it and staying in the air line is possible helps or not. No, it does not. Charging your ground pound without diligence, it does absolutely nothing in this game. I'm just trying to run away as fast as possible. Welcome back, Inquisitor. Hey FTG, do you think the perk where you damage things on the path to jump pack dodge is worth it if one was to focus on using the jump pack a lot? I mean, especially in the flames, not bad. It's not as good as Zealous Blow, but it is certainly a build. It's pretty good.
Decision to defend generator 3.
Pneumatic vibrations emitting from generator 3. Operator, bring it into harmony of timing.
Only one guy here.
Another alien falls to the Imperials. Avenging angel. Reloading back.
X-axis aligned.
Tyranids assaulting generator 1.
Is James Rorschach in here? I don't think James is.
Slow.
Oh, you mean James Porter? No, he's not. He had to go for it, not for his Inquisitor.
Follow only the divine protocols.
Righteous storm. I am airborne ready. The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its carcass.
That it?
Tyranids charging generator 4.
Of course not.
Generator 4 is suffering mechanistic palpitations. Provide service before components are harmed.
Jump pack refuel.
Man, you got the shit together. Love the Imperial Fist Strip. We did just for you, Brendan.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.09 nanometers. Estimating all desires divine precision.
The Emperor demands perfection from all its
Attention.
even up.
Train drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Bring it in.
Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is indomitable. Swapping mag. Offer more than a prayer to the great. Get on.
What's your favorite generator FCG? Number 1. It's always generator 1. You need to make another Hawklord fit for your assault. Hawklords are pretty cool. Yeah, if you like pilots, I guess.
The Xenos infestation is stemmed for that. Offer more than a prayer to the Crane spirit so we can get on with it. By his will, the Crane is restored.
Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion.
Generator 2 under threat.
Disruption of operation in generator 2. Bring it into the Omnissiah's proper alignment.
Wrath downgrade. I'm airborne ready. Another alien falls.
Is that it? Is that finally everything? Could be.
Demolition deployment sequence concluded.
Air superiority wins wars, though. That is true.
The Omnissiah's
I don't know if I'd use my super ultimate soldier to do that. I'd probably just give a guy like a cybernetic optic. Like, I feel
observation platform.
you could you could replicate
It will make a good vantage for your
the
operation.
like an Astartes reaction times for like a normal, you know, like a souped up guardsman with cybernetics, just for like brain processing speed. And then you could, like I say, have warp fuckery, but amen.
A tunneling Xenos borrow. The enemy suffers. That ravener should have no more scars. That pitiful Xenos was under horrible light. Replenish firepower. The zone avenging angel at your disposal.
I'll give the heavy bolt pistol enough credit. I'm just so addicted to the armor breaks that stagger a plasma pistol gives us charge shots. Heavy bolt pistol is very good, especially with the all the range damage buffs on this class.
He is an angel of
Like here, we're gonna do crazy damage to this guy.
Xenos hunger and precision.
Salt is so peak.
Is indomitable.
Pretty fucking epic, isn't he? Heroic Chainsword just goes hard. Definitely beats the piss out of some guys. Okay, let's right.
Take flight.
What?
Let terror fall. I am airborne ready. The world is Xenos so consumed, now consumed.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long
And the
as
heavy
you
bolt
can.
pistol still beats the heroic bolt pistol. I think it does, like, ever so slightly, just not in accuracy. The heroic bolt pistol can be better at times.
I will hold you
It's
to
pretty close. I think it is pretty close. I don't think there's like a huge discrepancy. Okay.
Swapping magazine.
Well, fuck this guy. Wow.
Hold that thunderous carnival! A lictor hunts us, veiled by alien stealth. Conquering! I am the righteous force! Another alien falls to the Imperium's key blade. Avenging angel will expose them. The lictor now wears the shroud of death. The pitiful Xenos was but no horror blood. Reloading magazine.
I didn't break line of sight on those guys. We're too low to do anything fancy against them.
Jump pack refuel.
I need to kill you. Okay. That's dead.
Sight unseen. The liquid pours on. I am the righteous force. Xenos hungry is satiate, but the Imperium is indomitable. Avenging angel will expose them. Reload. Your reign of terror is ended, burning sun. I am airborne ready. Rats shall reign. The Xenos infestation is steady. Avenging angel will expose them. A liquid torches. It seeks to prey us. Take flight and let terror fall. The Xenos scum should have remained in place. Commencing reload. Jump pack refuel. Rat shall reign. Xenos infestation is steady. Let this morass of alien titans.
You got an extremist spawn into that. It's kind of annoying.
Holy pyre we start in your name.
Lads, I just finished Mortarion. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah, dude. Mortarion is one of my favorite of the Trader Primarchs.
Brothers,
It'd be cool if killing the Carnifex would disrupt Majoris or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Get like a Synapse Burst on them, but I think Synapse Burst in this game is already kind of nuts. Already pretty nuts. Melt the
stand
bomb, that's
ready
nice.
to deliver the Emperor's vengeance.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal heal.
Karns aren't Synapse, are they not?
Estimates the bulk of the swarm will not
Oh,
be
they
in
were.
position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
The enemy seeks to consume this place and us with it. Replenishing firepower. You filthy Xenos only climb to your death. You have trespassed on this Imperial domain for too long!
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue moving.
Free as an angel of death. Xenos hunger for insatiable, but the Imperial dominate.
A nice Zealous build we got there.
I am the righteous Lord. No alien trespass.
Good evening, Mr. Refugee. Are you running any Hearts, any Siege tonight? No, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I know 4-4 and Zambit said they want to try it again.
Reload.
They're both down. Zambit wants to stream it, so I'll say why not.
Miriam's hammer. Rise and jump back with you. The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes it. Crash down, Grey.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Fuck it, I'm gonna melt the bombs, guys. Boom. And you get punched.
No matter how many vermin they send, I will cut them down.
Oh, last equation. Sorry I missed that. So you're gonna head out. Assuming you're gone, but
Gifts from the forge. The vermin are clawing at the walls. Hear the angels of death, you creatures.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Free as an angel of death. That pitiful Xenos, but you'll come.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Spark the flames of vengeance. Let these flames be a beacon.
Lieutenant and I were
Parry this, you filthy casual. Melted bomb. That was a long one. Felt like a long one. Some fun card effects bosses we got. Double card effects is so much more fun than the
Emperor will not
other one.
abandon us in the hour of our victory.
Neurothrope.
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.
Zealous Blow mixed Inferno of Breeze. It definitely helps with that end portion. Big time. It's just really good in general. It's by far the best perk in that column. And there it is, almost 80,000. Not, yeah, almost 80,000 damage. Crazy amounts. God damn.